Hello guys, welcome once again in this session of Virtual Lab simulation of Electrical Machine Lab. So welcome to you all. So today's practical is open circuit test on three-phase alternator. So guys, you can see here, this is the simulation. This is a simulation diagram of open circuit test on three-phase alternator, and circuit diagram is given. Okay, so we have to connect as per the procedure, as per the instructions. So first we see why open circuit test is performed. So this is the theory part. The most commonly used machine for generation of electrical power for commercial purpose is the synchronous generator or alternator. An alternator works as a generator when its rotor carrying the field system. So there are two systems, field system rotated by prime mover, which in case is DC shunt motor, and the terminal voltage of alternator changes with the load. So guys, basically what we do here, we draw a curve, graph, okay, between field current and voltage, generated EMF, field current and generated EMF. So this is the field circuit. At the top, this is the field circuit, you can see here. This is the field rheostat. By changing the value of this field rheostat, we can change the current, and it is connected to the field circuit. And this is the alternator. This is the alternator diagram, and the shaft of alternator is already connected with the prime mover, which is in case here the DC shunt motor. DC shunt motor shaft and alternator shaft both are coupled. Okay guys, so here is the coupling, and the supply for DC shunt motor is given here, rated voltage 440 volt DC. Here we have to click on, okay, we have to click on this switch, and it will get connected, and the supply will flow through the circuit, and it will get the voltage. DC motor will get the voltage. Okay guys, so first of all, see the theory. Alternators are by far the most important source of electric energy. Alternators generate AC voltage. So as the DC field excitation of alternator is increased, is speed being held constant, the speed is held constant means 1500 rpm. Guys, it runs at 1500 rpm. The magnetic flux, hence the output voltage will also increase in direct proportion to the current. Okay, so we see the procedure, how we perform open circuit test. Now we go directly to the simulation and perform how it is. First of all, we see how it is connected. Okay guys, so what is the procedure? So first point is close the DPST, double pole single throw switch connecting the armature winding of DC shunt motor to supply. Rheostat is used as a potential divider. It is used to increase or decrease the stator voltage of DC shunt motor. So guys, first of all, click on here. This is the DC supply which will be fed to the DC shunt motor. This is the DC shunt motor. Field winding is here. See my pointer where it is located. This is the field winding and this is the armature winding. Because both are connected in parallel, that's why it is called DC shunt motor. And supply voltmeter is connected to read the voltage across this, and the current ammeter is connected to read the current. Okay, and this is the rheostat. Okay, so first of all, click on this and it gets connected in the supply. Okay guys, now it is already connected. Now we have to increase the from here we have to increase the voltage level. Now you can see voltage is increasing. So rated voltage, we have to increase the voltage of DC shunt motor, then alternator will run, and alternator will have to run at constant speed. Its rated speed 1500 rpm. Okay guys, so 1500 rpm, when it will reach up to 1500 rpm, we will leave increasing this value. Okay, now increase until alternator reaches its rated speed 1500 rpm. You can see here we are increasing. Now it is 56 volt DC voltage, and then alternator is running at 772 rpm. So guys, increase the level of voltage at here, and the value is increasing, rpm is increasing. You can see in the red marked, this is the speed of alternator and this is the shaft. Now again increase the speed by increasing the voltage of DC motor, shunt motor. Now it has reached up to 1000 rpm. Now again increase until it reaches to 1500 rpm, 1500, and when it reaches 1500 rpm, we will leave this, and that will be the constant speed, rated speed of alternator for 1500. Okay, now it is very close to 1500 rpm, 159296, then it becomes 1500 rpm. Guys, now we will leave this. Now leave this circuit, don't do anything. Now the alternator is running at 1500 rpm. Okay guys, 1500 rpm. This is the rated speed of alternator. Now what we do, we will supply the DC current, field current. This is the circuit of field. See here, the rotor field. This is the rotor field winding, and here two terminals are brought out. These are the two terminals, guys. These are the rotor field two terminals, and it is connected through voltmeter, ammeter, rheostat, and DC supply will fed through here. Okay, when we will click on this switch, it gets connected in the circuit, then the DC voltage and DC supply will be fed through here. So this is the rotor supply, and this is the stator armature connection. You can see here red marked, red connection, then Y marked, yellow wire, red wire, yellow wire, blue wire. So this is the RYB connections. Okay, so here you can see there is some voltage is induced due to residual magnetism. You can see 27 volt. It is indicating the open circuit voltage is indicated by this voltmeter. See here, and it indicates 27 volt. It means even the field supply is zero. Even the field supply is zero. It is not connected yet. You can see here the switch is off. Okay, it is disconnected, but alternator open circuit EMF is 27 volt minimum voltage it is generating. So this is the reason behind is the residual magnetism. Guys, there is a residual magnetism and field in field of alternator. In the field winding of alternator, there is a residual magnetism. So due to this residual magnetism means some amount of field flux is there in the remain in the field winding. So it is increasing, alternator is increasing, alternator is running at 1500 rpm, and it is producing or generating some voltage, some minimum voltage. So your graph will not start from zero, it will start from something, okay, some value above than 0, 27 voltage. Now we will connect this DC circuit, rotor field circuit will get connected. Now click on this. Now this when you click on this, it gets connected. Now the rotor circuit gets connected, and then you have to increase the value of field current, voltage, and then start storing data. You can see here there is a point, start storing data, show data. So by storing data, you can store an observation table. Observation table will appear here. Okay, so first increase some value, suppose 10 volt. Okay, so we will store data, then show data. So first row of observation table will appear. Guys, you can see here motor output is there, alternator core loss is there, speed is 1499.79 rpm, open circuit EMF 100 volt. Okay, 100 volt. Then again increase 14 volt, and current is rotor field current is 0.08 ampere, and open circuit EMF, see here 128 volt. Store data, show data. Then second row of observation table will appear. Then again increase the value of current. 18 volt, it becomes 18 volt. So store data, show data. Then you can see the speed, motor output. Okay, you have to increase the value until it reaches the rated voltage. The open circuit voltage or EMF will have to reach at rated voltage. Currently it is 153 volt. Okay, now again increase 22 volt. Again store data, show data. Then you will get the fourth row of observation table. Again increase 26 volt. Store data, show data. Again increase the value, then store data, show data. Then now again increase 260, it becomes 262 volt. Store data, show data. Now you will get all the rows of observation table here. Okay, now again increase 297 volt, becomes 297, show data. Again increase, now it becomes 320 volt, show data, store data, show data. Okay, now you can see here motor output. This is the column of motor output. Then this is the column of alternator core loss. Speed is there. Open circuit EMF is, it is keep increasing, 320 volt. Currently it is 320 volt. You can see here DC voltage and DC current, what is fed to motor, and this is the field current and field voltage. Field current is 0.29 and field voltage 52 volt. Again increase, now it becomes 355 volt. Store, show data. Then again you can see here, this is the next row of observation table. Then increase, it becomes 373 volt. Store data, show data. Now again increase the value, it becomes 404 volt. Store data, show data. Again increase until it reaches 415 volt. Guys, the rated terminal voltage, rated open circuit EMF is 415 volt of alternator across armature. So it reaches at 408 volt. 408 volt is store data, show data. Then this is the different column. This is the next row of observation table. Then again increase 413 volt. Now it becomes 413 volt and 415 volt is the ultimate. Okay, 417. Now leave this circuit. Okay, now don't do anything. 417 voltage we have already reached up to rated voltage. Show data, and this is the observation table. We have got the observation table, and this is, you can clearly see the speed is decreasing. Some value, by some value it is decreased, and this is the last row of observation table where motor output is there and alternator core loss in watt is there, RPM is shown, VOC is shown. Now we have to draw the graph. Okay guys, so select from here between IA, field current and open circuit EMF and generate graph. First you have to select the parameters between which you have to draw the graph and then generate graph. So guys, this is the graph, open circuit versus field current versus open circuit EMF of alternator. This is the graph you can see here. Okay, this is the graph. See, on x-axis field current is there. On y-axis open circuit EMF is there. Then second, field current versus core loss. Then select field current versus core loss. Then generate graph. So you can see here field current on x-axis, y-axis, alternator core loss. Then third point, DC current and motor output. Generate, and this will be like this. On x-axis motor current, DC motor current, ISH, shunt motor, SH means shunt. Okay, and DC shunt motor output is on y-axis. Then again you can see different parameter, field current versus speed. Now you can see the graph, field current versus speed like this. Okay, field current on x-axis and speed of alternator on y-axis. And then last point, field current versus field voltage generate graph like this. So we have got the curve or characteristic. This is called the open circuit characteristic what we are willing to draw. Okay, this is the field current versus open circuit EMF. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. This is the practical simulation of open circuit test on 3-phase alternator we have already performed.